Hey everybody, welcome back to the Golf Cart. I'm here with Pastor Samson.
Yes, sir.
Some of you may recognize him. He's pastoring up in Oklahoma. Down here for tournament week a few weeks ago. We're in the middle of a series, Hope Has a Name, and I'm here to talk to him about stress and burnout. So let's get it.
Let's get it.
All right, so talk to me. Stress, burnout, what is it? How do we, it just seems stressful to talk about it.
Oh man, the way I view stress is when you are taking way more on than God has ever intended for you to carry.
Ooh, we got to sit on that for a moment.
Yes.
Break that down.
So a lot of times what happens is, as people, we get excited, and excitement is a good thing. I love excitement. I get excited all the time. If you know me, I get excited. But what tends to happen sometimes is God gives us a call, a mission, and he wants us to be focused and excited about this mission and this call. And when other things pop up, all of a sudden we get distracted and begin to pull stuff into our lives that God never necessarily intended for.
Wow, okay.
And what's amazing is sometimes even when you focus on that one thing, all those other things end up flowing along smoothly rather than us trying to take it on ourselves to begin with.
So what's been your experience working with others who are maybe stressed out, burned out? How have you walked with them as a pastor?
So one of the things that I'm actually recently trying to do is asking ourselves is, what is our mission in the ministry that we have? What is our focus?
Okay.
And so if anything doesn't have to do with what you're called to do in this ministry for this season, then no one's going to ask you to help in it.
Wow.
No one's going to. Volunteers are different. You know, volunteers, we're going to have them support you, but your mission is going to be your mission, and no one's going to go to you and ask you to do someone else's mission, just to help us to stay focused on what God called us to.
How have you dealt with that personally? Because as a pastor, I can imagine you've never been stressed, you've never been burned out. Like, how does that work out for you personally?
All right, so for me, and again, this is stuff that I'm coming to realize recently because I've personally experienced a huge level of burnout. And not necessarily burnout where I didn't want to do anything, but burnout to the point where I felt like everything that I was doing felt stressful and I didn't want to do it. I was just like, it almost was pulling me. And then God almost in a sense had me wipe away all of the extra stuff that I was doing that didn't have to do with my call.
Wow.
And so a few things that I started putting away were things like prayer meeting. I had somebody else take over that because it was something that someone else could do and I could encourage and empower them to do it. Things like doing a huge level of Bible studies instead of me doing it, being able to share the load with members, and then asking myself the question, what are the two most important things that God is asking me to do at this church? And I love it because what it does is it helps me to simplify my daily schedule and to be intentional about my time with him, my time with the church, my time with my wife.
Amen.
And I'm telling you, I've experienced like so much stress relief from realizing that these are my focuses and that's it.
I love that. Well, thank you, man.
Hey,
for your insights.
100%.
I do have one question before we go. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Put me on the spot.
What do you want to karaoke to as we finish?
Oh, boy. I don't even know. I mean, you got the soundtrack?
Have we got a show for you?
Veggie Tales, Veggie Tales, Veggie Tales, Veggie Tales, Veggie Tales, Veggie Tales, Veggie Tales,
Veggie Tales.
Hey, broccoli, celery, gotta be.
All right, we're good.
Veggie Tales.
I think we're good.